Hey, so I got my computer screen up on my Sony Bravia, and I'm gonna basically run through exactly what it is I was talking about on DaVinci Resolve. So I'm gonna go over here, open it up. Maybe. So as far as my computer goes, I actually got a really good one. I looked at all of the specs, and it should technically be able to run this program really smoothly. And in the past, I have a hit and miss with the coordinator behind the scenes. Technically, I'm a danger um, as far as my speed of my brain, and then my comprehension, and then my aptitude. So realistically, they usually don't let me run the program the way I want to, which is something that's really obvious when it comes to this icon right here. Usually, after I talked to my mom on the phone and I told her one time that I had an issue when I was way back when, like 2012 at my apartment complex, and I was using Corel, and I made a music video for Holy Ground, Taylor Swift's song, to the movie The Bourne Identity, and then I guess the government thought that they wanted to show off, so I had one single video sitting right here, and the next morning when I double clicked on it, it was just nothing would happen. It would just be an empty. It would literally be non-responsive, and so they basically smoked it. The picture was there, but I couldn't access it. So this is kind of my first intro into the government, sort of wanting to say hello, how are you, and kind of set the stage for our relationship. And when I talked to my mom and told her that on the phone the next morning on my laptop, because I had gotten this DaVinci Resolve about 3 days before that, and I'd already used it at least once. And then the next morning when I opened it up, this, like, obviously there was not this much stuff here back then, so like all this was not here, so this was right here. And they were just showing off because they can move things on your screen. And then every time after that, for about 7 or 8 times when I opened up my laptop, this would be in a different place all over my desktop. So when I'm not capable of doing things on DaVinci Resolve 17, or it just doesn't respond, I tell myself, oh, well, maybe today isn't a good time to be really talented. And I'm really good at what I do, and I'm really, really, really fast. So if they let me do what I want to do, I kind of embarrass entire buildings full of college grads. So that's just to give you a background, because I'm wanting to show you what this inspector can do, but at the same time, I'm not having high hopes based on basically my guy listening to everything that I'm doing. So, but ordinarily, just pretty much shrink this down so you can grab something off your desktop. A lot of programs, when it comes to these things, won't respond if you drag things directly from your phone. Like, so for instance, if you get DaVinci Resolve, or if you get Corel Video Studio and you want to download something like a video from your phone, and you go directly from, like, if you open up your phone that's right here, and then you find the file and then you want to drag it, and typically they say on YouTube videos to just drag it from here to here, it won't do it. You have to wash everything through your desktop first. At least I do. So everything has to be taken with the consideration that maybe just me, obviously, but if it's not just me, everything has to be washed through your desktop first, and then you can drag and drop anything into the usual. This is a media pool for even Corel Video Studio has the same thing. But anyways, I have this one video that right at the time when I got DaVinci Resolve 17, I just met this girl. I didn't meet her in person, but I found her YouTube site. I don't know how. But because of that, when I was first testing out DaVinci Resolve 17, I had to download some stuff from my phone. So this was the first thing that I saw. And it's Destiny like with like 4 more Y's or something like that, and then X3 or something. So you just say change, and then anyways, this is the one that I always go to whenever I'm trying to see if things work. It's just a simple clip, but from this point, you got to drag and drop down here. And trying to see something. You know, I'm going to go ahead and, I haven't dragged and dropped yet. I'm going to get in the screen I like most, because down here at the bottom, it says this is the cut screen, and then it says this is my favorite, this is the edit screen. Now, if my computer is responding, then everything should go to where I can at least show you the inspector. But basically, obviously, that's a lot funner. So you can do most of everything you want to do on DaVinci Resolve 17 if you just move over to this edit tab. This was the, let's see, this is Fusion that I talk about, where I'm really, really frustrated with and can't get anything done that you want to get done. So if you want to just have fun all the way around and you're not as smart as someone that's literally spent hundreds of hours training or being trained, then just stick to edit. If you ever get caught up trying to use Fairlight, it'll slow your computer way down, or it's just my computer. But anyways, so once it's dragged and dropped, basically what you have the option of doing is changing the coloring like I was talking about. Now, there's something called LUTs, and you can go into PowerBins, and if you've downloaded them off of websites, there's a bunch of different ways that you can make things have changes. There's not true science behind DaVinci Resolve 17. You will get them to say, go and download LUTs, and then there's a really confusing way of having to go into like color, and then you know you got to follow a lot of YouTube directions, and then they end up over here. Now, if you're lucky, you can get them to where they end up down here, because it's so much funner when they land down here, because they'll usually go the duration of the entire video, whereas anything in here that's got moving graphics like glitch will typically last, like, for some crazy reason, 5 to 12 seconds. But I have down here open effects, and then let's see, resolve style, temporal, transform, let's see, filters, right here, effects. Okay, so these ones usually will last the duration of the entire video, so I would typically, or if you want to see what it does, then you just typically would go like this, and then you move it like that, and it'll tell you what it does, and it's basically going to blur it. Now, this one should tell you, let's see, it'll spin, like, that's the effect if you put it down. And doors opening, so like, sometimes the effect is all the way at the beginning. Glitch, let's see. Well, it's usually helpful if I cut it to a smaller amount. So, like, for instance, you got to get the razor blade. That's the razor blade. And then you just slice it, and then right click, and then cut. And now everything should have, like, for some reason, like a faster thing about transition. These are usually how you would transition from one scene to another scene, and then it'll open up with like another scene after that. So you just put in another scene right here, and then you kind of would drag this like somehow or another. But usually my DaVinci Resolve doesn't respond. So far it's doing really, really, really good. It's literally been at least 3 months since I've opened it for some of the problems that it's caused. So, and this is the fun stuff. This is the stuff I was talking about. Now it seems to have frozen. All you gotta do is talk about it. So maybe I need this, I don't know. Okay, I needed my pointer. There we go. So hypothetically, and I hope it works, but yeah. So now it's technically on there, and then if you were to, now you have to use this if you want to see it. It's permanently altered it. And then I'm sure there's an undo button around here, I think. So I don't really want that anymore, and I want to show you some more. So like literally there's a RIP site. All this is probably someone's like individual babies, and most likely their theses at some colleges, and so they're compiled and they're most likely all stolen, but you can take advantage of it, and you just gotta buy some things on some LUTs offers, and there's like places to just look up, like just say Davinci-Resolve LUTs, and then you'll say, and then Davinci-Resolve transitions, or Davinci-Resolve I haven't thought of my terms in a really long time, but effects, stuff like that, and you'll get people with boxes that have tons and they swear by it, and you better be really smart, because just unless you know how to follow things really concisely, YouTubes are your best friend at that point. But obviously it says VHS FX Style 1, and so it's turning it into like a not very good VHS player. Now I know you guys are all saying, like, is this what you were talking about, where it comes to the inspector? It's just like, no. The inspector is completely different from all of this, and it's in, this is the inspector section. So over here is the inspector, but this is the most important thing that I was talking about. Composite. And then the normal part is where you have the drop down box that I was talking about. And any one of these is where you're going to get the effects, but I need to show you that it has to do with these. Now, ordinarily, since it's normal, this is the problem I was running into. Hey, and then when I would drop it on here, it would just put it in front of it. And I was like, no. And that's where I was running into my problem. And nothing about Casey Ferris ever talked about it. He goes, well, you just go into Fusion and you can fix your whole life. Well, I actually had to find one YouTube out of probably 100 that I watched that said, it's okay, go into composite and then go from normal, and then boom. Just like that. And the unfortunate part is you can't stretch it. You can't just make it the duration, but you can do duplicate. You can just say I'm sure there's, okay, duplicate frames. So, or like, for instance, you can do copy. So you can do copy, and then there's all kinds of speed keys and stuff that you can do, but paste. Or anyways, until I refresh how to do everything in quick motion, you can always just go drag another one. And unfortunately, I think this is the case. You have to literally go back to composite again. But you can technically save this, and then I should be able to just say copy it. But I think that you have to go back to this each time, from what I remember. Now you go to here. Now there's multiple versions. This is what I was talking about, how you can have like them do Monet paintings, like, dude. And it's really fun stuff, man. And this isn't all of them. I can scroll down. So like there's something interesting that you might like. So there's this, right? Now, one thing that you possibly can do is, once in composite and you've done it like this, there's opacity. So it's at 100% to start with, but if you turn it down, maybe it'll change the picture, like to that. So sometimes it's not just one that's broken. You can change opacity. Just like if so this one's 100, and this one you can see a little bit more like less, like just a little bit. So it's instantaneous and it's really fun. Now, the interesting thing about what I got going on is I took a lot of time to download a ton of this shit. So there's light leaks that's really, really, really fun. Now what I got to do is quickly take these off. And light leaks is a box that I ordered on the internet, and then you got to know how to transfer everything over. And there's plenty of YouTube, so don't feel like you're not going to be able to do it. Just walk the walk. But anyways, all of these are good, and you just pick one that's right for you. Now you're like, dang it! This is what I was running into. Well, and there's another thing that you can do before you get started is I think you can actually make it to where it covers the whole frame by doing this. And then you drag it to where it covers everything, because we know we're going to go to composite, right? So by the time that we go to composite and it's ready to go, then we just go burner. Now you got light leaks in its truest form. So it's like they added an open window versus the shades being drawn, and it'll do it for the duration of this. Now if you go do it again, then it'll, and again and again, and there's a probably quick way to just do copy paste, and then you can get it for the duration of your video, and then you got to select it like so, and then you got to do composite again and go to normal, and then you do. Now there's also the opacity 2 on this, but it looks good to me. And then there's one thing that then you basically got to watch it. Now hopefully it responds, because this is usually where my guy doesn't let me do things. But
hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. I took day 10 off and didn't upload or film anything because I didn't.
So I didn't stretch the second one, but you can basically see that my guy is responding really nicely today. And you don't need to know anything else about anything to do with Davinci Resolve. Sometimes when they tell you to transfer shit, it'll end up down here. When it's not there, you know that there's another way that you have to do it. And you follow every single precise little tiny thing that they do and do your best. But that's light leaks. I literally have way more than I know what to do with as far as things that I purchased. There's also the concept of adding like common effects, like so this is I actually haven't tested these since I got them, but I think that I gotta make it maybe bigger. No, it's gonna do it, I guess, that size most likely, but I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hurry and change composite so we can see it if it shows up. But basically, if there's a guy really there should be a lightning bolt. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work, but okay, so I guess it's gonna go right there. So if we put it where there's this area, then oh, it's gonna stay there. So I'm trying to move it. Hold on. Maybe it's the whole thing. All right. So we'll go like that, and then go to here, and then say, just so we can spot it. Let's do the same thing, color dodge, and maybe it'll show up. I'm curious.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas.
Yeah, I didn't think it would work. It probably was there, but let me see. There's this one. You know what we'll do is cut this, and then cut that, and then cut that, and then basically change the composite so we should be able to see it if it shows up. Selected. Let's do where is it? Let's do burn.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. I took day 10 off and didn't upload.
So it's when you have it how you want it after you know that it works, then you can change the coloring or change the placement.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlog.
Like that's color burn. I mean, if it'll change if I make it, normal. So we'll do color dodge and maybe it'll respond a little bit better. And then we'll also put it over here so you can see it a little bit better, not on our face.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. I took day 10 off and...
So there's effects that you can do that's not just lens flares. And I got a bunch of them, like so many. There's stage lights that you can do. And then obviously this is where I was running into problems. Fuck! I mean, I was really excited to get the program and like, I'm too stupid. Stop. I'm too stupid. And I'm too stupid. And then it just was like searching, and I was honestly trembling. I mean, I really wanted this work. And you can imagine my glee when I go, oh, it's true. This was literally the only reason why I wanted to get the entire thing, was making shit like crazy. Like, what? You can see where, this could be a music video. And, and you're obviously all maybe wondering, well, is it gonna save sketchy? No. But, it has to, temporarily. Now, I always say to myself, if my guy behind the scenes can make it work this good right now, then there's no reason in the world why you can't assume that he would give me 100% value of instantaneous everything later, like no glitches whatsoever. But to answer your question, no, it saves, like there's no pausing whatsoever. This is just when it renders.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. I took day 10 off and didn't upload or film anything because I didn't.
And that's to give you an idea about just one Monet painting, and you have all of these over here to choose from. Now these you don't have to download online. Davinci-Resolve comes with this box. There's no being scared at all. Now you have all these extra ones down here too. It's like just a little bit, and then there's always opacity, which is the density of the whole thing. So then you just go back over to power bins, and then now I basically have individual things like the lightning, and then I have the ability to change the coloring. Now you might all be wondering about LUTs. Don't even worry about it. I mean, you have that as an option, but when you have a quick inspector ability and then things of that nature, then it kind of just shows you a faster, easier way to do most anything if you're not interested or you don't know how to download them. This is, let's see, we'll take this off. And then it's like, dang it, no! And then I found composite. And it's like, oh, like stars. It's supposed to be a dirty lens, like your camera that you're using has spots on it. Now, I don't know if you can see, so we'll just get up right here. See the spots on the lens. It's all dirty right here, like smudge marks and fingerprints and shit. So you then, go to here.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. I took day 10 off and didn't upload.
Their capacity is really outstanding. To just do some random shit that no one's ever seen before. Now, you can't buy Davinci-Resolve at Target or Staples or anything like that, and you just gotta find an independent retailer. But just go to YouTube and say, how do you download Davinci-Resolve-17? And it says basically you got to go to DaVinci, and then you got to go to their website, and then it says up here, like something like purchases, and then it says like your zip code's independent sellers. And I had to drive into Phoenix and go into this guy's office, one guy, because they said he had multiple copies, I guess, and I had to get it from a guy that runs his own graphic studio, and he didn't make me, I just paid cost of what it was supposed to be, and then he just handed it over. So it's really, really unique how you end up getting it, but you just walk the walk, and it ends up in your hands and stuff. So there's these two, like this is still, I'm doing disruption over here on the side, but if I have so many VHS things that are pretty cool, just bad VHS, and then there's this is like a old style television screen, and now these ones down here will go the duration of the video too. And then there's filmmaker section where this is like it I don't know if you can see it, but it changed the texture to be not so smooth. And the nice thing is about anything that lands down here, and I know you might be wondering, well, how do you know if it lands down there? You don't. It's too fucking confusing. But if you just, put the $25 down, $50 down for their famous Davinci-Resolve offer, you end up with their VHS package or filmmaker 8mm type of stuff. And looking for this is all like grainy. See if there's one more thing that I wanted to show you. I think it was in disruption. And these basically will move up and down the screen. It's really choppy, and then it goes in and out from like green to normal. But when you want to do things that are just really, 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 really pretty, that's just to show you like the capacity of some unusual sort of crazies out there, like things like that. But I'm trying to get this to go low. And see, there's cracked. Let's see this.
Today 11 of Vlogmas.
So, this is pretty neat.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas.
And dirty glass, dust, ice spikes. You want to see something neat? Check this out. Okay.
Day 11 of Vlogmas. I took day 10 off and didn't up.
So if you have some friends really far away and are doing some kind of fight, then you can do like Mortal Kombat type of shit. So these seem a little bit different than these, but you know, they do serve their purpose, so you don't have to feel like, dang it. Let's see, stage lights. This is pretty cool.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. I took day 10.
So you gotta get like a bunch of them, right? In a row if you want it to flap correctly.
Hey guys, welcome to day 11 of Vlogmas. I took day 10 off and didn't upload.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed yourself. That's just to give you an idea about the capabilities. I think all of these right here, the ones that are standalone, were from like, what do you call it? Something crate. And you just pay like $10 and then, or $30 or $50, and then for an entire year you get like 50 downloads. Footage crate, yeah, footage crate. So, but the real fun stuff is making sure that the lighting is just tweaked a little bit, and also there's the concept of blurring the background. And most movies, the reason why you like them so much is because almost everything is blurred and you don't really know it. So this has the ability to select just the person to not be blurred, and then while that person, during the duration of the video, if the scene, I mean, if that scene doesn't change for the duration of the entire scene, this person is like selected because it just knows, and then the rest of the background is blurred. So you can do movie quality executions. Music videos turn out better in that aspect, and so it's really helpful. But this was to give you an idea about, you know, how if you're just your basic run-of-the-mill person and you want to be able to alter your videos, then you basically have this new composite friend right here, and then the 15 choices almost immediately. This stuff is just, you know, on top of that, if you really want to take the time to make things that like nobody has ever seen before and stuff like that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and just make sure to keep your confidence in knowing that you can always just do another search on Google with different formats of how you word it, and then different ways you word things on searches on YouTube, and then stick to it. Watch their video. You never know when they're going to stumble into one little tiny aspect of something that you need to know. And don't watch just one, and definitely don't feel like you can't figure it out, because these people are unique in wanting to make sure you reach your goal. So take your time and try to have as much fun as you can.